myself up pretty good. A big old gash right there on my leg. Here's my pile. Found this old silver spoon, or what's left of it.
Peppers are little tiny fish.
No, they're frogs, buddy.
Yeah, they turn into frogs.
Where are we going?
To Bermuda.
Where?
To Bermuda.
Yep, it's that time again. Our annual trip back to paradise, aka Bermuda, my wife's home country. The kids love it here, and so do we. Hey, look outside. Look outside, baby. How's the visibility look? We came to visit family, but let's be real, there's only one thing on my mind. With aqua blue waters like that, can you blame me? Don't worry, I was excited to see family too. You get it? Whoa, this one's heavy too. You're strong, say. Just got here, home away from home. Beautiful Bermuda, my wife's home territory. That was a plane ride and a half. We flew from Calgary, waited 2 hours. Flew to Toronto, waited for 8 hours. Flew to Bermuda, all said and done. Probably hanging around airports and in an airplane for close to a day. But the kids managed really nicely, and we're here. It's paradise. Probably not going to die today. Just got off an airplane, and it's a bit choppy out here, not too bad. But I'm really looking forward to doing a bunch of diving, meeting up with some of my local friends, meeting a few new people too, and hanging out with family. Kids love it here. Wife loves it here. I love it here. Thanks to Igor and Garth for always opening up the doors to our family and allowing us to intrude in your space. You're awesome. Apparently this is a problem in Bermuda too. It's like little small area. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I saw another one. Oh yeah, there we go. 4. That's pretty sad. Boo. What do you see, Sailor? What do you see, Zay?
A frog.
A frog?
I see an ant.
Whoa. That's actually a pretty big one. Oh, it's still alive.
That's what I thought. His body's moving.
Yeah, he's totally still alive. How you doing?
Good.
Where are we going right now?
To the beach.
And what are we doing there?
I'm going to build a big sandcastle.
You're gonna build a sandcastle? What else are we gonna do?
Swim in the ocean, find some sea life.
Yeah, good job. Thanks to Diving Sports, who hooked up the gear for the trip. You guys are awesome. This is the spot. I'm gonna jump in, get my gear on, and look for some cool stuff underwater. Look at the water here. It's so turquoise and nice, clear. Probably gonna be a lot of parrotfish and miscellaneous sea creatures to look at as well. Primarily bottles and sea glass, or spoons, I should say. Great. You don't see great very often. Look how insane that is. This literally just picked up in 2 seconds. Big old chunks there, 100-year-old glass. So gorgeous. We were snorkeling in St. George's, which is a town known for its rich colonial history and unique architecture. Founded in 1612, it's one of the oldest continuously inhabited towns in the New World. Established by the Virginia Company, who were an English trading company chartered by King James in 1606 with the objective of colonizing the eastern coast of America. It's no wonder why this coast is covered with well-worn down sea glass chunks that were clearly made long ago. St. George's was designated a United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization World Heritage Site in 2000 due to its well-preserved colonial structures and historical significance. Snorkeling for sea glass is one of my favorite pastimes on the island. A, I get to look at all the beautiful corals and amazing sea life, and B, I feel like it entrenches me in the island's past. I'm touching and feeling items that were used by Bermudians centuries ago. How cool is that? The downside, it ruins sea glass collecting for us back home, as we don't find stuff like this a fraction of the time. The kids even got involved. I love the cold water, but it's nice that they can join me here. And there's the finds of the day. I got like 3 stoppers, maybe 4. I'm not sure about that white one. It's a nice pottery, a red piece, and a piece of uranium glass too. That should glow under the black light. Cool. We got more than that, but those are my favorites. How'd you like your fins?
Oh, I love them.
First time using them?
Yeah, they're a lot easier to use than my other ones.
Diving Pokeyoke. We were gonna go to Spittle Pond and then make the 2-hour snorkel back to this beach, but we got there and the sweat was like pounding off the rocks. It's really sketchy. Well, let me rephrase that. I can handle it no problem, but my wife, He was joining me for once.
He's not doing that.
Yeah, for her it was really sketchy. So we're just gonna snorkel around here. I'm gonna dive. It's still a really awesome spot. And I like having company in the water. It's not sketchy for me. It's not too bad at all, is it? Still crashing in good. There's a hurricane category 2 coming in a few days. Just our luck. Remember, the camera never does justice. These waves were actually pretty big. The water, however, remained clear. I was stoked to have Jasmine with me. One of my favorite things to do is swim out to the breakers. The structures are unreal. This is where the waves typically break though, so we were bouncing around pretty good. I kept it pretty shallow and visited all the Bermuda chub and various parrotfish. To Bermudians, these species are extremely common, but to me, they're all foreign and unique.
See how you grow so, look how you ugly so, ugly from a long, long time ago.
The swim-throughs are also my favorite. I should say I love it all. It's hard to choose a favorite. Jasmine killed it, despite the conditions being unfavorable. I was just happy to have her out there with me. All in all, we were probably in the water for roughly an hour, just enough time for me to get my fix. How's that?
Tired.
Honestly, even the best of us would get tired of that. Moving around with the water. It's really choppy. A hurricane's kind of ruining it. Still really fun.
It's also our second swim today, so my legs are dead.
Yeah, and I got stamina. I'm kind of used to this. She's not. But she did good. The Finn's, she's enjoying them a lot. Thanks to having sports. That was a good time. This is the maiden voyage, isn't it?
No, I already did it once.
Oh yeah. Well, maiden actual film voyage.
So look, so right here there's a button that says launch. And you just hit into this.
That's it.
Woo!
I bought this drone like 4, maybe 5 years ago, and finally flying it. I should really start bringing the drone with me on my journeys. These images really lit a fire for me to do so. I'm always driving so far to get to a dive spot, and once hiked in and geared up, I just want to get in the water. Plus my hands are often so full with dive gear, spear guns, camera gear, and a cooler, I'm not sure if I could carry anything else. No excuses though, I have the equipment. It's about time I put it to action. Bermuda, what an amazing place. Day 2 was a wrap. Day 3 brought us one closer to Hurricane Ernesto, and it was pretty clear by the constant squalls rolling by the island. It's a squall!
We're gonna go to the aquarium and have some fun.
Might as well, right?
Yeah, it's nice. Like,
Yeah.
I would just stay away from the boats and maybe just stay on
Why
the
don't you come with
side.
me?
No, I want to go to the aquarium with you.
Okay. Alright, you guys have fun, alright? Check this out. We saw some squids over here. I see a jellyfish. I see a porcupine pufferfish. And there was some squids over there somewhere. I might as well look for bottles. I found a purple one here last time. And like literally 1 foot of water. I had to walk out and get it. Let's see what I can find in here.
Just please stay
Be
on
safe,
the
buddy.
side. Yeah, don't go in the middle.
I know. This is the flats here in Bermuda. The spot has a lot of current. I've dove here once before. The current was shredding and the visibility is really bad. Right now the current's shredding, but the visibility looks actually pretty good. A lot of old bottles in here. I saw some octopus too, some common octopus. Saw 2 last time, hanging out in some concrete cinder blocks. So, gonna look around and see what I can find. The Flats, also known as Flats Village, is a picturesque area in Bermuda. It's situated near Hamilton Parish and is well known for its scenic views of the coastline and surrounding waters. The village has a rich history with roots dating back to the early 18th century. It was once a bustling area for shipbuilding and trade. I was finding broken onion bottles that would date to the 1700s, but unfortunately nothing intact. This spot would have been a honey hole for bottles at one time, but those days are clearly long gone. Thankfully, the snorkeling was still on point. I had a good time despite being stung by some fire corals and jellyfish. A small price to pay. One of my better finds was this stoneware bottle with the lid broken and no legible markings. So not overly special, but still over 100 years old. I couldn't believe all the life in less than 5 feet of water. So cool. Another squall rolled through, this time with dark, angry-looking clouds. It had me questioning my life decisions. Current, boat traffic, lightning, solo, I've done worse. On my last dive, I found a lobster. All closed on this side of the island, and I don't have a license. That spot in the flats is actually really cool. A lot of life out there. Looked around hard for bottles, but with the current and the boats, I couldn't really get into the deeper parts, and I didn't see too much in the shallows besides one old stoneware bottle. Still good exercise swimming against the current. Came back here, went for a swim with the kids, and we get hit by another round of torrential downpours. It's been really stormy since we got here. Minus yesterday, wasn't too bad windy. It's just gonna get worse until the hurricane shows up on Friday, Saturday, and then probably a few days after that wind, and then hopefully some nice weather. I really want to do some epic diving. Every time I come here, Murphy's Law, we always get hit by storms. But the storms themselves are beautiful and really nice to look at. Look at the scenery in the background, the ocean. Rain, thunder, all of the above. So, gotta take the good with the bad, with the bad with the good, one with the other. One of the trip highlights was at the Bermuda Underwater Exploration Institute. Some young kid came up to me and asked if I was the guy on YouTube who looks for bottles. Apparently, him and his dad loved the content. My Bermuda videos never perform the greatest. That interaction alone makes all the effort worth it. If you're watching this, thanks, dude. Aren't those cool, Sailor? Definitely my favorite part of the exhibit. Woo! Look at all them bottles. Whoa. That one's crazy. I want them all. I want them all. Later on, we went back to St. George's for a little snorkel. Where are we, Jasmine? But don't worry, just a quick highlight reel. I totally appreciate that looking around for broken glass doesn't make for the most exciting of videos. It's one of those things, you just gotta be there. Bottle stopper, a couple marbles in there. I found one bottle stopper in British Columbia in my entire life, and there's 3 right there. And just as we dried off, another squall. Good times. What's up, brother?
Good, man.
Not too bad. Long time no see.
Yeah.
There you go, one of those. One-handed.
I had to drain the gas in my generator.
Oh, yeah. Carburetor issues.
Well, yeah.
Happens, man.
And then I figured this might be the only day we get a good chance.
Yeah, the stupid hurricane, man.
Exactly. And then after, it'll be nice and calm, but the water's going to be so stirred up.
Yeah.
And we have a little bit of a coral bloom, too.
Oh, okay.
Not ideal, but...
It's my luck.
We'll see.
No, it's not looking too bad out there.
I'll be okay with it.
Yeah. Better than last time we hit it up, eh? Last time it was messy. That is. And,
Still got a lobster, though.
That's true, man. That's true. We did get a lobster. It's looking all right. Phone's going away. We got here to John Smith's Bay. It's looking way calmer than Pokiok, so we changed our plan a bit. What do you think? This is good, right?
I think we'll do okay.
Yeah.
Lionfish.
So 7 o'clock gets dark at 9:30, so let's get in the water. Spearfishing in Bermuda is quite restrictive, with some exemptions while hunting for invasive lionfish. To spearfish in Bermuda, you need a spearfishing license from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. Spearfishing licenses are only issued to Bermuda residents. License holders are required to report statistics of their activities at the end of each month. Only pole spears are permitted. Spear guns or Hawaiian slings are illegal. It is also illegal to spearfish while on scuba. Again, some exemptions while hunting for lionfish. Spearfishing is prohibited within 1 nautical mile of the shore of any islands in Bermuda. This prohibits spearfishing in any of the bays, harbors, or sounds and along the south shore. This list is not exhaustive, but you catch my drift. Pretty restrictive. Lionfish are native to the Indo-Pacific region and were first spotted in the Atlantic in the 1980s, likely due to aquarium releases.
There we go. Number 1.
Yeah.
It's a board.
It's a beast. But they do a lot of damage. Eat up all these little reef fishies in the Caribbean. I guess sub-tropics. Yeah, they are gorgeous. Woo. Lionfish can reproduce year-round, with a single female capable of producing up to 30 to 50,000 eggs every few days, roughly 2 million per year. They are ferocious predators consuming small fish and invertebrates, which disrupts local ecosystems and outcompetes native species. In the Atlantic, lionfish have very few natural predators, allowing their populations to grow unchecked. Their presence can lead to declines in native fish populations, affecting the health of coral reefs and overall biodiversity. To be fair to the lionfish, they're only in the Atlantic due to humans. We seem to be the common denominator when it comes to the destruction of most, if not all, marine environments. I love visiting Bermuda, but I don't live in a bubble. Flying from the west coast of British Columbia to a small island in the Atlantic comes with its environmental burden. But hey, we're all hypocrites in one way or another. That gives me an idea for another video. But let's call it a rant.
People go in the water, they grab, they get this, then they touch this, then they go in the water, then they get in there. That's cool. Then they pull us up, then you get saved. That's how we're going to the dock.
No, we're going to Nanaimo.
Dad, you're not pretending.
No, I'm not. It's gonna be a long boat ride, okay?
Okay, you can just pretend.
You been on one of these before?
Yeah, years ago. The newer ferries are like air conditioned
Up
and
there.
all enclosed. This one.
I was gonna say, this doesn't look that new. This is Hamilton, aka downtown Bermuda. I wish I could dive here. I bet there's a lot of bottles. The old ships coming in here in the 1500s. I'm sure it's been scouted to death, but definitely some lurkers down there that I'll never find.
Free me from the prison.
A trip to Bermuda wouldn't be complete without a visit to the Dockyards. We decided to take the scenic route, probably the cheapest sightseeing you can do on the island.
Of my timid shout, love I left behind me, heart I put to rest. It's still troubled sailing.
The kids knew exactly where we were going. They have been here a time or two in the past.
Peppers are little tiny fish.
No, they're frogs, buddy.
Yeah, they turn into frogs.
The Royal Naval Dockyard was established in the early 19th century and played a crucial role in the British naval operations during the 1800s. The dockyard was a significant repair and supply base for the British Navy, particularly during World War II. You know why we don't do that, Sailor? Because they belong in the ocean, not in captivity. They should be in the ocean, wild and free.
At least it's ocean water, but still.
No, there's no excuses for it. No. That's front yard material right there. After the British military left in 1995, the dockyard was redeveloped into a tourist destination featuring shops, restaurants, and cultural attractions. The Bermuda Maritime Museum is located within the dockyard. This museum showcases Bermuda's maritime history and artifacts, including shipwrecks and naval artifacts. My personal favorite attraction is this masterpiece, which was painted by Bermudian artist Graham Foster over the course of 3 years. It showcases all of Bermuda's history, both the good, bad, and the ugly. So I'm talking about, we got Hurricane Ernesto coming off the coast. Category 2. It's going to be coming in less than 24 hours. Tropical storm winds shortly. Yeah, it's gonna be nutty out here. I'd rather be diving, but hey, it's the storm watch. Hopefully the roof stays on. Oh, those crazy ass waves. Look at that. Look at that wave. Wow. Tree down. Whoa. Thankfully, the storm was downgraded to Hurricane 1 just before making landfall. Over 70% of the island lost power. We were among the lucky 30%. There was minimal damage to the island. Overall, it was a cool experience. It actually allowed me to forget about diving and spend some good time with the family. Oh, and Sailor turned 5. It's true what they say, they grow up fast. Our firstborn turned 9 a few days after Sailor. No, not Saya, Reef. He was back home in BC with my mom. Oh. Which one is it? Ooh. It's alright. Twizzy. Looks like it had Alberta plates. We're going to Seagrass Beach, seeing what got disturbed in the water after that hurricane. What do you think? You gonna find some good stuff?
I hope so.
Treasure?
I don't
Gold?
want to be disappointed.
You're finding gold, right?
No, I don't want to see that.
Garth, Jasmine's dad, rented us a Twizzy. Cars can only be driven by residents, and scooters are a bit sketchy. These are the happy medium. How's my driving? I got us here safely. You know when you dump a bunch of salt into a cup of water, it's kind of what the ocean looks like right now. Super cloudy. Last time we were here we could see a bunch, but actually, yeah, it's horrible. But we might be able to scan the bottom, see some stuff, who knows. I'm just happy to get back in the water, I can't complain. Being locked up in a house for 3 days was fun, good time with family, but Happy to get back out, that's for sure. The viz was comparable to the first algae bloom we experienced come spring in the Pacific Northwest. Absolutely atrocious is the best way to put it. We swam out and looked around for 10 minutes before calling it quits. It was worth a shot. I know what this is from. The bad viz did give us the chance to explore the Alexandra Battery. It was built in the late 19th century, around 1870, as part of Bermuda's coastal defense system, designed to protect the island from potential naval threats. The structure features stone walls and gun emplacements, showcasing military architecture from the period. It's positioned on a hill overlooking the harbor. It provided a great view for spotting approaching ships, though it was never engaged in battle. Yep, another squall. Nothing to do but laugh this time. It was relentless. On the road again, checking out another spot. We got rained out at the last one, and the viz was bad. We checked the tower. No, we checked the port out, battery out. That was fun. I don't think this spot will be much better in terms of viz, but do some more sightseeing. The next spot was near the Martello Tower, another Bermudian landmark. Last time I got really lucky and I found that old spot bottle. That's probably my favorite bottle I found yet. The hurricane might have mixed up some sand and sediment. Here, I might as well look. The tower, constructed in 1814, was part of a series of defensive structures designed to protect against potential invasions, particularly from the United States. Though it too never engaged in battle, the tower served as a lookout and communication point during its operational years. It's crazy to think this glass likely came from past soldiers here.
My phone!
Oh! Is it waterproof or no? Do you have a cracked screen? You dump water on it. Take that off. Dump water all over it. Take the screen protector off, or your case off. Well, I found a lot of glass, but unfortunately it was all broken. This is probably the find of the day. Very similar to that squat bottle I found last time I was here, but it's broken. Let's bust it off. But these chunks are all over the place. Black glass from the 1800s, maybe even early 1800s. This is another cool find. If I lived here, I'd turn this one into a cup. Probably enough meat on it to make a cup. But I'm not going to bring that home with me to Vancouver. Kiva and Garth might want this around their property. I won't bring that one home, but I guess better than finding nothing. Still a fun time. We finished the day off with some pool time. We were living the dream.
Woo! Let's go that side.
So what are we doing, Jasmine? Where are we going?
I don't want to talk about it.
Jasmine dropped the phone in the water
You
yesterday.
dropped my phone in the water yesterday.
Okay, I didn't drop it. No, you passed me a towel. Kind of looked down and you're like, oh my god, there's my phone.
Yeah, you dropped my phone.
No, you passed me a towel and it might have been wrapped up in the towel.
Yeah, the water's cold.
Yeah, go for it.
My phone!
Oh! Is it waterproof or no? Anyways, we're going to see if we can get Jasmine's phone cleaned out of fresh water or salt water. If we can fix it cheaply, we'll do so. If it's an expensive endeavor here in Bermuda with US dollars and 100% duty on everything, and we'll just fix it once we're back in Canada. But at minimum, if we can get all the salt off the connections and reduce the corrosion, then it might be salvageable. What's your favorite color, Whale?
White.
Cool, buddy. Visibility, it's hard to tell here. It looks good from shore, but you can tell that the water gets a lot darker further out from the island,
Look at the boy.
which is making me think
Look at the boy.
a bird.
Yeah, right over there.
Oh yeah, cute birdie. But yeah, it's making me think that the viz is probably all sandy and horrible, which is a bummer because I'm supposed to go diving at 4. Let's see. Yeah, see what I mean? You can see how it's like really light and then super dark in the background there. I guess the only way to find out is get in the water, which I could do quite easily. It's pretty calm out there now. Maybe I'll take a quick gander. Beach is looking nice. Can't have it all though. That's either stormy with good viz or calm with bad viz, which is very ironic. But nice piece of sea glass, finding at a private beach, so I get to take that home with me. Awesome. Look at this one. Oh, nice, buddy. Thank you. I see a cool spot. You want to check it out? It's pretty neat. It's all draining out of that. All leading back to the sea.
Go this way, go this way, this way, this way.
Look at this wonderful beach. Yum. All that garbage. Ugh. A little bit of treasure in here. Oh, when I say treasure, I mean garbage. but salvageable garbage. Maybe I can throw it on the tree down by the Keep and Grass place. Well, down at another beach. And it's really shallow here. I don't think there's going to be too much to see in the water, with the visibility being deteriorated. But I'm going to look anyways. Never know. Never know. My hopes weren't very high, as this is a popular swimming spot with cruise ship passengers, but I was hoping to find some old bottles. I had my little sidekick with me, which was the best part. She's quite the snorkeler. Zai was loving it too. We found some neat shells, old bottles, and beautiful corals. I can't believe I'm the first person to find these. Got some pretty decent finds looking around out there for a solid hour. This is probably the find of the day right here. Old John Barrett's mineral water embossed. That is a beautiful bottle. I might bring that one home, might leave it with like Igor, hard to say. I got this Coca-Cola, awesome color to it. It says on the bottom November 26, so I'm thinking 1926. It's 2024, so this guy's 2 years shy of 100 years. So again, nice looking bottle. I got this guy a little probably medicine bottle of some sorts. Hard to tell on camera, but it is amethyst. So it had magnesium in it, and the ultraviolet rays turns it purple after I don't know how many years, but nice shade of purple to it. And last but not least, this old wine bottle with the applied top on there. This one's pretty cool. I'll leave this one here with the Rempel Residence. You like it, Taylor?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I agree. Find of the day, though, for sure. This old Barrett's bottle. Oh, and you got some soup. Can I have a bite?
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, gonna hopefully dive off the south shore if the visibility is good. Going to Spittle Pond with Igor, guy I met a while ago, and we're finally diving together. What's up? You're silly. You're silly. I got my funds all cleaned up. Look at this cool bottle. That's awesome. Pretty excited about that one. That's definitely still the fun. Let's read all this for everybody. John Barrett and Son, manufacturer, trademark, Superior Mineral Water, Hamilton, Bermuda. The amethyst, so awesome. Oh, and then this beauty yesterday. Showed everybody already. A little squat. Some of that iridescence on the bottom, but broken. If I lived here, I'd probably do a fix of that. Find an applied top and glue it on there or something. Really neat finds, really neat finds. Igor is on his way right now. Should be here in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna do some actual deeper diving. I'm up on myself. I'm actually super excited. But the hurricane, that's the big question. Is the visibility gonna be destroyed? Or is the visibility gonna be good? It's hard to say. We're out there looking at this, what is it called? The frigate flying around, doing a bunch of scouting around the ocean just off the shore here at Pokeoke. They're not native to Bermuda, probably came in from the storm. It's fun just doing some bird watching. I'm seeing these cardinals too, those little red birds flying around. Just a shout out to Diving Sports. He hooked my wife up with these leader fins. Thanks Ashraf, thanks Diving Sports, you guys are awesome. And then the custom Getting Salty Giant Pacific Octopus fins. Thanks for those too, Ashraf, helping me out. Actually gave me the sweatsuit a while ago. I'll let Jasmine use it. I got a 3.5 just to top today. Yo, what's up, buddy? Hey, not too bad, man, not too bad. Nice ride. Igor's Emulsionov's freediving instructor with Canadian roots. He can't teach freediving on the island due to work permit restrictions, but he's a phenomenal diver with a monster breath hold. I'm stoked we were able to meet up. And here's the spot. It is looking awesome. Yeah. Oh, this ain't bad, man. That's a walk in the park. Quite literally. We were diving off Spittle Pond, which is a nature reserve known for its rich biodiversity and unique ecosystems. The pond, located within the reserve, is an important wetland area that supports various bird species, especially migratory birds, making it a popular spot for bird watching. In fact, we met some people that were looking for that frigate we saw. The surrounding landscape includes lush vegetation and salt marshes, providing habitat for numerous plants and animals. Quick pause, check out this octopus. I missed it while we were in the water. Where were we? The reserve is also significant for its geological features, showcasing limestone formations and coastal environments, which we were doing our part to protect. Igor wasted no time and shot an invasive lionfish. We spent some time searching, and Igor found 3 more and passed the pole over. It was my chance to make the Pacific Northwest proud. I took a shot, missed, took another, and missed again. I'm clearly rusty with the pole spear. We searched around for him, but they retreated deep into a cave. My bad. Thankfully, Igor was quite forgiving. That was the last of the lionfish we saw in the outing, which is a positive thing in many ways. The water temperature is usually around 29 degrees Celsius or so come August, but after the hurricane, it dropped down to 23 degrees. There was a noticeable thermocline. Thankfully, 23 is still much warmer than the 12 degrees I'm used to. Igor was quite surprised at how chilly it was though. I had brought the Insta360 X4 with me on this trip, but I was dreading the learning curve, so I just left it in a camera bag. In hindsight, I definitely should have used it. It would have been epic for all these crazy swim-throughs. I'm looking forward to trying it the next time we visit. There's a few things that a traditional camera does a lousy job of doing justice. One I covered earlier, being waves, and the second, swim-throughs. Images you see here are way more epic than they appear. Dude, that was sick.
That's good, buddy.
That's really fun.
Bermuda.
Yeah, man, yeah. I palmed it on a lionfish. You pointed it out, I was right there, and yeah, I missed it once. Not only once, but I missed it twice. 2 times. But the diving is awesome, like really cool swim throughs. That was amazing, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good times, man.
Way better than diving solo.
For sure.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
My first time driving an electric vehicle. No, second time. I'm feeling that range anxiety. We didn't charge it on the way out. We got half a battery to get us back to Pokeoke. Okay. Yep.
Oh, sitting in that position is so uncomfortable.
This thing is pretty awesome, but it's not very comfortable. And success. We're charging. We're good. We're good. Gonna be diving Cooper's Island today. I came here and dove with Jasmine. That was years ago, probably 2018. First time I was here in Bermuda, and it was awesome. Like so much life, and looking around, I was blown away. And then I came back here with Forrest, probably 4 years after. He swam me to the outer reef, and it's my first real dive I've done here in Bermuda. And I was absolutely godsmacked. It was crazy the amount of life. This is all a nature reserve. Saw a big black grouper. That's what they're called, right? Looks pretty calm out there. It's been windy today. I walked the beach earlier. I saw a massive pile of sandals. Put them all together. It was pretty depressing. A lot of fishing gear and stuff too. Helped Gareth paint too, so got some work done around the house. Got to contribute somehow because they're awesome to us. They flew us here and they're feeding us while we're here. It's pretty much an all expense paid vacation. Yeah, they're awesome. Thanks, Gareth and Lakiba. We're gonna go find some groupers. We're gonna get some lobsters, right?
Yeah, lobster season is closed.
I'm joking, we don't have a lobster license either. I saw an octopus when I was here last time, but I know it's a nature reserve, so everything's off limits. Are these all the fish we can't harvest? That's cool, that's cool. Those clouds are looking pretty ominous. Every time we come here, it's beautiful and nice out. And then we go to the beach and it starts pouring down rain. Must be the 3rd time in a row we've been caught in a rainstorm.
This is NASA's building, still owned and operated by them. No one knows what they do there, but it's NASA's building.
Aliens. Oh, it's Bermuda Triangle. They're trying to unlock the secret. Is this where we're diving?
I guess, yeah.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
It's like the best beach ever.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. Even with those ominous rain clouds that thankfully passed us. Oh, as I said that, I felt the rain drop. Yesterday, diving with Igor, he said it's usually a consistent 29 degrees Celsius. No thermocline, but yesterday was an exception. Got down to 23 degrees Celsius, which is way warmer than we'll ever see in British Columbia. But he said he was pretty excited or happy that he brought his 1.5 millimeter suit. I brought my 3.5 millimeter top. And honestly, it doesn't take long to get climatized. You know, I did feel a bit chilly when I was out there. Today, probably a bit chilly too. Hurricane brings all the deep water up to the surface, so yeah, you can expect the temperature to drop a bit. Oh yeah, here's the torrential downpours. Well, the rain's annoying, but the rainbow is beautiful. It's such a nice beach. It's crazy. All right, well, it's dive time.
It doesn't even feel real.
No, it doesn't. Time to get in the water. We're gonna be wet in 5 minutes anyways, so who cares if it's raining? Can't let it get me down. Cooper's Island is one of my favorite places to visit on the island. It's rich with history due to its location and natural resources. Originally, Cooper's Island was used for agriculture, particularly for crops like tobacco and cotton during Bermuda's colonial period. In the 19th and early 20th century, Cooper's Island gained military importance. It served as a naval base during World War II, with the U.S. establishing a presence for strategic defense and communications. After the war, NASA established a tracking station during the early days of space exploration in the 1960s, supporting missions like the Mercury and Gemini programs. In the late 20th century, the island transitioned from military use to conservation efforts, eventually becoming a nature reserve. Today, it's recognized for its ecological significance, and it's a popular destination for outdoor activities. Cooper's Island went full circle, to an agricultural, military, and scientific hub, back to Mother Nature. It's got a ways to go, but it's one of the more lively places I see while diving, which is why we always come back here. That was awesome. That was a really good time in the water. We started our dive around, 6:30. It's about 7:30 right now. Problem is, it gets dark, and then the water gets dark. So I think we're gonna combat this a little bit differently and come back here tomorrow with the kids. Because look at this beach. This beach is phenomenal. It's so awesome. The kids will love it here. They'll have a blast. And we're gonna spend time with the kiddos, and then when they're tired, we're gonna jump in the water and swim to the outer reef, and I'm gonna go through those big swim throughs. Come in here a bit later. I don't really want to swim through dark swim throughs I'm not familiar with my wife. I don't want to put her in one of those situations. To be honest, I'd rather be doing it solo than, scare her, because she's already a bit nervous, granted, because she doesn't have as much experience as I do, but she's doing awesome in the water. It's a really good time. Signing off though. Gonna drive home in the Twizy. Hopefully the battery's all charged up and we make it back safely. More fun tomorrow. Hey kiddo, I like your hairdo. That's a nice hairdo, buddy. High five. Woo! Hey Sayla, I like your hairdo. That's some nice hairdos. High five. Woo! It's like being home. You know those pictures you see on postcards and you're like, no way is that place real? Well, turns out they are. Back at Cooper's Island. Beautiful day, a bit windy, but a little protected here. Kids are already having a blast playing at the beach. The water's calm. Sayla's playing with all the sand buckets. We're gonna hang out here for a couple hours, and then the kids are getting picked up. And then Jasmine and I will go to that outer reef, hopefully. With the sun up in the sky, the visibility will be a lot better. Won't be as dark. Sayla wanted to go for a snorkel, which was music to my ears. We forgot the floaties, but she managed like a champ. Listening to her scream with excitement through her snorkel every time she saw a fish was priceless. She definitely loves the ocean, which is a huge relief. Every kid's different. I consider myself lucky. We spotted a sharp-tailed eel, which could easily be confused with a sea snake to the untrained eye. They have an elongated, slender body with sharp tails that can grow up to 1.5 meters in length. Their coloration usually includes shades of gray or brown, which helps them blend into their surrounding environments. It's probably the highlight, though the school is a bait fish or a hard sight to beat. Sayla was excited when I told her these are the same fish as Dory on Finding Nemo. There's no clownfish in Bermuda, which isn't very funny because they're awesome. Sayla said peace out to the fishies. We had a blast. She needs to hurry up and fit into a wetsuit. Was that fun, baby?
Yeah.
You like snorkeling?
Yeah.
What'd you see?
I saw the sea snake.
We did.
Pufferfish.
Yeah, we saw pufferfish too. What else? Oh, those little fish and the parrotfish?
Yeah.
That's the, that eel, I think it's just an eel, but that was really cool. That was an eel, but it looks like a snake. It moved like a snake. Sayla had so much fun. She didn't want to get out of the water. Seeing that sea serpent little eel thing was probably the highlight. Actually, no, to be honest, the highlight was just having her in the water. I can't wait till she gets a wetsuit. Water here is probably like 25 degrees Celsius as opposed to 12 degrees Celsius, so she can handle it. But little open cell for a 5-year-old if they make them. She's gonna get one ASAP. Can't wait. The kids have had enough. They're tired. And Jasmine is also tired from yesterday's dive, so plan has changed. Looks like I'm gonna be going out there solo, which I don't really want to do, but there's some awesome swim throughs, and I really want to see that breaker out there. Like, look how gorgeous that is. Like, way out there is where I'm trying to go. Going out there by myself, again, not optimal. I'm all for safety, but I'm also all for having fun and experiencing life. Solo diving is not advisable, and to be honest, it's actually extremely risky. But all said and done, it's a risk that I've made peace with. I can't tell you what to do, and vice versa. You gotta make that decision for yourself. That said, as I was swimming out, I was feeling pretty uneasy. The swell and sun were up, and I couldn't scan the horizon for boats, and I'm not overly familiar with this area in terms of boat traffic. Like I said, I'm all for taking risks, but they're calculated ones. And the cons were beginning to outweigh the pros. I was pretty far from shore, and I was getting inside my own head a little. I swam all the way out though, so I figured I'd do a few drops. But I kept it fairly shallow and stayed well within my breath hold. Out of the handful of divers I know in Bermuda, most work Monday to Friday, and some are off island. It's not always easy to find a dive buddy, which is unfortunate. Just throwing it out there, if you are Bermudian and don't mind me tagging along for a dive when I come back next, hit me up and I'll reach out. I promise not to miss any lionfish again. Cheers. The structure here is amazing, by the way. I didn't see any grouper. Apparently, they go further out in the summer with the cooler water. I found a school of jellyfish. Thankfully, I had my suit on this time. This thing isn't horrible, but you feel it. No shortage of corals here. One thing I wish we saw more of in BC. It's so beautiful out there, but it's more stressful than it was fun. The waves were picking up, and I couldn't scan the horizon. I did see a boat go by here earlier, so couldn't really be careful, unfortunately. And then getting out there, I don't know, water wasn't too bad, but pretty far away from shore, and was outside of my comfort zone, and I couldn't get my heart rate to go down. I did a couple of drops out at the breakers, but that was about it. Wish I had someone with me. Would have been a lot more fun. But I'm not complaining. It's still nice to be here. Tomorrow, going scuba diving with Forrest. We're going to John Smith's Bay. Gonna explore all those tunnels. He knows this island like the back of his hand. He's a scuba diving instructor, so I'm gonna do a dedicated video for that one. It's 1:30 right now. I was in the water for a while today. Kids had fun too. That was the funnest part, just watching Sayla enjoy the ocean, snorkeling around. She's so cute. I didn't spend as much time at the last spot, Cooper's Island, as I expected I would. So instead, I'm just gonna look around here for a little bit. Might as well do some snorkeling. I found that pink, purple bottle, so like right there, that medicine bottle. Really shallow water. So I don't think people have explored here very much. And if they have, you never know what got unburied from the sand during that storm. I hid my stuff because I don't know what this area is like for safety. I don't think it will get stolen, but as long as the tide doesn't come up, I'm sure it's just as safe right here. I was diving just off the causeway, which is a narrow, man-made strip of land connecting Hamilton Parish with St. George Parish. It was first built in 1864 by the Bermuda government and rebuilt many times since following the destruction from hurricanes. Based on the construction of these bottles, I don't think they would be much younger than the bridge, so somewhere around 160 years old. I find it absolutely crazy that I'm the first to come across these. The blue broken cod bottles weren't as old. Had they not been broken, I would have kept them. I've yet to add a cod bottle to the collection. I wish I grew up in the 50s. I would have been a treasure hunter for sure. Right up my alley. I cut myself up pretty good. Got a big old gash right there on my leg. I stepped on a few things on the way out. Don't know if it was glass or just some sharp coral, but at least it wasn't in vain. I got this old black glass whiskey, or rum, probably rum, who knows. But I think it's got some age on it, easily 150 years old. Killer. And I got a couple more actually. That's not the end of it. Oh, got this thing here. Definitely applied top. Yeah. Pontailed. So yeah, this thing's old as the hills. I got this one too. Also applied top. It's kind of a lighter green bottle. You don't see that too often, or at least I don't. Still some mud and guck in there. I'm gonna clean these out when I get home. And last but not least was this thing, made from brass. I don't know what the hell that would have been. One time, I've been gone for a while though. I'm sure the family's worried about me, so I better get back. We were gonna do harbor nights, but the kids are a bit grouchy. They had a long day, but that just means I can dive again. Igor's coming to meet up, and we're gonna hit up Pokeoke. It looks pretty nice out there. Not too bad. Could be worse. Today's been awesome. Making up for lost time after that hurricane. Diving and exploring, finding bottles. This like old black glass one's crazy. I got this guy today. Look at that beauty. Look at that. On this one too with all the coral on the top. And then these guys from the other day. Oh yeah. Yo, what's up, buddy? Not too bad, not too bad. How's life?
Not too bad. Doing good?
Yeah, man, doing good. Looking forward to dive.
Nice day for it, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Where was I? I was at Cooper's Island earlier.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was good, man.
Good?
Yeah, it was
Calm
awesome.
over there, eh?
It was pretty calm, man. Alrighty, man.
Let's go.
What do you think? Lionfish?
We'll see.
I won't scare him this time, I promise.
Hope for the best.
Yeah. I think it's chilled out since Hurricane Ernesto. Water clarity's looking real good. I think we're in for a treat. In case you're wondering, Bermuda's underwater formations are characterized by a unique combination of coral reefs, submerged limestone structures, and diverse marine ecosystems. The reefs, primarily made up of fur corals like staghorn and elkhorn, provide critical habitat for numerous marine species. The underwater landscape is composed of Bermuda's limestone formed from ancient corals and marine deposits. The porous rocks have created caves and tunnels. The reefs and surrounding waters support a rich diversity of marine life, including fish, mollusks, and sea turtles. The waters around Bermuda are known for numerous shipwrecks, which have become artificial reefs, attracting marine life and offering unique diving opportunities. Something I've yet to take advantage of, but hopefully one day I will. The area around Bermuda features dramatic underwater drop-offs and shallow banks, which create varied habitats and contribute to the region's rich biodiversity. Bermuda is essentially an ancient volcano with just the crest peeking above the surface. The surrounding waters drop off thousands of feet. I'd also love to take a boat out to the outer reef one day, but Jasmine's parents' boat went up in flames while in storage, and it's been so stormy every time we visit. It's all good though. I'm happy enough just jumping in off the shoreline. I rarely get videos taken of me while diving. I appreciate the camera work, Igor. Let's get out of the water. What do you think we're in there for? Like 2 hours? Close to anyways?
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, roughly 2 hours. I dove this morning for probably an hour and a half, and then I looked around for bottles for another hour. I've been in the water practically all day. Honestly, out of the water longer than I've been on land. It's really nice diving out there. Cool swim throughs, decent visibility. The sun was still up in the sky when we were out there for the most part, so nice and bright, and had a really good time. Saw some cool life. Igor shot a lionfish. Good work on that lionfish.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, who found it?
I found it, man.
You did find it.
I screwed up the last one though, so you know, I didn't want to do 2 for 2. Tomorrow morning, going scuba diving. I'm pretty beat, so I need a good meal in me and get some sleep. Maybe hang out in the pool with the kids for a bit. Yeah, signing off. Thanks again, man. Yeah. I probably won't see you until next time I'm here in Bermuda, but thanks for the hospitality, man.
Good, of course, man.
Appreciate
Always
it.
welcome.
Next time we'll dive with tiger sharks.
That sounds good.
Killer. Before I sign off, look where I am. I was here earlier today. I went to go dive and I couldn't find my torch. I'm like, oh no, where is it? Ah, there it is. I'm so happy. I've had this torch for, I don't know, maybe, I'm trying to think here, 3 years maybe 4, possibly 5. No, probably about 4 years. It's an awesome light. That Green Sea 2500. This goes with me everywhere. It's been very trusty. I used the Orca Torch 710V today. Also a really awesome light. I need to get used to it though. I got my light back. Woo! All right, peace and love, everybody. See you tomorrow. Oh yeah. What's up, Forrest? Yo.
What's up, buddy?
Ready for a scuba dive? Yeah, man,
Yeah.
doing good.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Got the Reggae 5 scare first thing in the morning, you know?
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
That's how we rolling. Bermuda, going scuba diving with Sea Venture Diving. That's my wife's really good friend who owns the company, Forrest. He came to our wedding. Actually, he's my good friend too. But yeah, he's gonna take me out, show me the ropes. This will be my second time scuba diving outside of training, and the first time since the BDIs back in December. So I'm gonna be a bit rusty, but I got a really competent diver with me, showing me the ropes and ensuring I don't get in trouble. I'm pumped. These swim throughs are rad. They're so cool, holding your breath going through them. But it doesn't give me much time to explore. So being on scuba, I might be able to find some groupers, and I'm sure he knows all the good hidey holes where fish hang out and lurk. Jasmine, you're just gonna hang out at the beach?
I might go in a little bit.
Are you gonna go snorkel?
I might go in just to cool off.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, the water cooled off after the hurricane. That's my gear.
My good.
Oh,
Your girl's in there.
oh no, I'll wear that one, man. I'll wear that one. Sick, man. This is a good setup. Dope. What do? You just cater to all the cruise ship passengers?
Nah, but I do a little bit of everything. A little bit of locals, a little bit of visitors, you know.
Nice. Yeah, we were up early. We were up at like 7:30.
Wake up.
Had one coffee, but usually have two. One thing I really appreciated was Forrest's willingness to teach. He could have just set up my equipment, but he walked me through the process and gave me a solid refresher. Kudos, man. I'm a bit rusty, but I did it. I didn't screw it up. Too badly. Thanks for the help, man.
Yeah, very.
Saying my gear stinks?
Yeah.
Welcome to dive life.
No.
I didn't choose the dive life. The dive life chose me. You know you love me.
But maximum depth here you can reach is 50 feet. We're gonna do a short surface swim out to the first reef. Once you get to the first reef, you'll make a descent, make sure everything's okay. We'll head out to the outer reef line, which will take maybe about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll turn around and we'll come back. Then we're down there, don't touch teeth, harass anything. We don't take anything from the ocean unless it doesn't belong there, for example, trash. And we don't leave anything except for bubbles. Do you have any questions for me?
Good, man. Let's kill it.
Let's get it.
Go time. Got all my gear on. Feeling like $1 million. We were diving off John Smith's Bay, which is situated in Smith's Parish. The bay is easily accessible and is a favorite spot by both locals and tourists. The area is named after John Smith, the early English explorer. It had been a while since I had done any scuba diving, so I was excited but a tad bit nervous. More nervous that I wouldn't be able to keep up with Forrest. I needed to redeem myself after that lionfish. One thing you see lots of in Bermuda is parrotfish. That's because they're protected species. Bermuda is home to several species, including the spotlight and queen parrotfish. These fish are easily recognized by their bright colors and beak-like teeth, which are used to scrape algae off rocks and corals. They inhabit coral reefs, shallow lagoons, and seagrass beds. They play a crucial role in maintaining the health of their environment. Parrotfish are vital for coral reef ecosystems. Their grazing helps to prevent algae from overgrowing corals, which can lead to healthier and more resilient reef systems. Due to their importance in reef health, parrotfish are the focus of conservation efforts, especially in light of threats from overfishing and habitat degradation. One thing you gotta wonder, if grouper were a protected species, how many would I be encountering on a dive-to-dive basis? I bet a hell of a lot more. I watched an eye-opening short documentary on YouTube called Shark Country. It's about the current state of the surrounding waters of Bermuda. As beautiful as it all is, overfishing has obliterated the natural environment here. Lionfish and plastic pollution are just driving the nail into the coffin. I'll leave a link to the video. Check out the description. Don't get me wrong, all these images are gorgeous, but the reefs do seem to be rather empty at times. Leave nothing but bubbles, take nothing but trash, and a few video clips. So we got out of the water and Forrest checks his pocket and his keys gone. So we locked out of the vehicle that had my wallet and my phone in it. So we kind of got into panic mode. We were looking up here and figuring if we can get a stick through there and somehow reach the lock over there. So we drove to the Rempo residence in our Twizy, and then we get a text from Forrest saying he found his key. He went out and looked for it. What are the chances? Like 1 in a million. Found the key in the water. So all is good, man. You're not gonna be late for work. That was an awesome.
I'm not gonna be late.
Yeah. Or stressed about trying to get in your vehicle. That was a really cool scuba. I had a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, man. That was a really good adventure. Man. I know you're busy, so taking time out of your day, man, much appreciated.
Of course.
And I don't know if I'll see you. Always see you tomorrow. Maybe not.
Probably not.
Well, it's good seeing you again, man. Until next time. You gotta come cold water diving with me one day.
Of course.
Killer, man. Oh, again, was it Sea Venture Diving? If you're in Bermuda, check it out. Woo! I got some good news and I got some bad news. Bad news, I forgot my camera. The good news is this spot I've been to like 4 times already. And who wants to look at me finding sea glass? It's not very exciting. I understand that. So, that's good. We're gonna hit this spot up. We're gonna dive around the blue hole for some bottles. Here's my pile. Found this old silver spoon, or what's left of it. Some nice pieces of pottery. Quite a few marbles. Not the cod bottle marbles, but just probably plain marbles. Old belt buckle. Yeah. Cool glass here. I like the pottery too. One stopper like the holy grail of sea glass. Oh, this one is nice. This is probably the best marble of the day. And then over here, Jasmine has this big old pile of blue. This is actually one of my finds. That's a good one. But probably the find of the day was this guy. I don't know if you call that peach or what color it is, but you don't see that very often. So fun. Space is limited in this little thing. All right, second spot without my camera. I don't think I'll see anything too exciting. Might find some exciting things. Last day in Bermuda though, last full day. Bummer. I got this bottle, Mikey Nice Vase. The top's busted, but it says something on the bottom. Can't really read it though. Get this one, too bad. This would have been a cod bottle. So the top was all concaved with the marble up at the top that you'd puncture to take a sip. It says Hamilton, so Bermuda. Last but not least, probably the find of the day because it's intact, just this old blue flask, probably 100 years old. Fly top on the end there. I was out in the water much longer than I should have been. Kids are with the grandparents. Sorry, they keep me girth. This is real nice. We call this place 1000 Step Beach. I don't really know its formal name, but as you can tell, it's another pristine white sand beach. I should say pink sand beach from all the pink corals. Look how gorgeous that is. Gonna make my way into the water one last time, just for a short one. This beach I got hit by a Portuguese man o' war. Stung me in the ankle. My lymph node and my groin swelled up. It was pretty painful, to be honest with you. Left a big old welt. I couldn't imagine getting one of those on the face or back. I didn't bring a wetsuit with me this time, so it's still a possibility. It's not the season, but David got stung with one a few weeks ago, so it's definitely possible. Quick little dive to end the trip. Man, I love it here. And I'm excited to be diving back in the Pacific Northwest, my home territory. I consider Bermuda my home away from home. The time I'm able to spend with my family here is truly unimaginable. From the beautiful corals to the amazing locals and expats, the entire island has captured my heart and imagination. Thanks Garth and Lakiba for all the hospitality. I'm already looking forward to my next visit. See you next time, Bermuda. Hopefully no more storms. I think that's it. It's almost 2 o'clock. Flight's at 6, but we gotta be at the airport for about 4:45. Just gotta pack our last little bit of belongings and then head off to the airport. Thanks everybody for such an awesome time here. It's such a beautiful place, beautiful part of the world. Too bad about the hurricane. Woohoo! It's big waves coming in right now. Kids all right? The hurricane is still fun to watch though, so no harm. Peace and love, everybody. Thanks for watching this adventure. For the ones that stick around, you're troopers. I know Bermuda content isn't everybody's cup of tea, but it's important to me and my wife, my kids.